Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to dive into a real-world, high-stakes travel problem. And trust me, it's basically a masterclass on how to play the airline loyalty game. We're going to break down the strategy, the math, and really the mindset you need to win. You know that feeling, right? When you're so close to a goal, you can practically taste it. Well, that's exactly what we're looking at today. We're going to follow one traveler's tactical journey to close a super tiny gap for a huge prize in the world of frequent flying. It's all about precision, a little bit of problem solving, and honestly, the thrill of the chase. Okay, so first things first, let's set the stage and talk about the price. The coveted United Premier Gold status. And look, for anyone who flies a lot, this isn't just some fancy card. It's like a golden ticket to making travel so much better. All right, let's get into how this whole game works. It all revolves around earning these things called Premier Qualifying Points, or PQP for short. You can think of PQP as the currency of United status. It's pretty simple, really. For most flights in the US, for every single dollar you spend on your base ticket price, you earn one PQP. That's it. $1, 1 point. So why are we even talking about these points? What's the big deal? Well, it's all about the perks. We're talking benefits that can be worth thousands of dollars a year to someone who travels regularly. I mean, think about it. 2 free checked bags, and not just little ones. We're talking 70 pounds each. You get to pick those nice Economy Plus seats with more legroom for free, right when you book. You board early, you're even eligible for free upgrades, and maybe the best part, you get Star Alliance Gold status, which means you can get into lounges on international trips. It's a huge deal. Okay, so now we get what's at stake. Let's dive into the actual puzzle our traveler needs to solve. And there's a deadline looming, December 31st. They're on the verge of victory, but they've got this one crucial shortfall. 720. That's it. That's the magic number. It's the exact gap standing between them and a full year of amazing travel perks. So close. The big question is, how are they going to do it? So here's the math. To get gold, you need 12,000 PQP. Our traveler is already at 11,280, which is incredible. But that still leaves that gap. 12,000 minus 11,280 equals 720. So we've got this 720-point problem. And fundamentally, there are 2 ways to solve it. 2 paths to get that gold status. How are they going to close this gap? So on one hand, you could just book another flight. Since it's a one-to-one earning, it's direct, it's predictable. You find the right ticket, you fly, you get the points. On the other hand, you could try to use a credit card. Some airline cards let you earn PQP through spending, but the earn rate is not great. To close this 720-point gap, we're talking about a massive spend, well over $10,000. So yeah, that's not really an option. Flying is clearly the way to go. All right, so since flying is the most practical option here, the hunt begins. Our traveler needs to find the perfect PQP run to close that 720-point gap. And this isn't about finding a cheap vacation. This is a surgical strike. Okay, so option number 1. There's a potential work trip to Dallas. This seems like a great idea, right? It's for work, so it's a super low-cost way to make some progress. But is it going to be enough? And the answer is nope. Not quite. You can see it here. The ticket to Dallas is about $500, which earns a solid 434 PQP. That's good, but we needed 720, so there's still a pretty big gap of 286 points left over. Okay, on to option 2. Next up, they find a flight to Richmond. This one costs more, around $650. The logic makes sense, though. Spend more on the ticket, earn more PQP, get closer to the goal. And yeah, it does get them closer. This trip earns about 530 PQP, but they're still short, now by about 190 points. So we're getting warmer, but we're not there yet. All right, what about Vegas? They find a trip to Las Vegas for just under $700. This looks even better. For just a little bit more money, it should earn even more of those valuable PQP. And this is the best one so far. It earns 591 PQP. But it's the same story, isn't it? It's close, but it's not enough. They'd still need to find another flight to get the rest of the points. Okay, so let's move to the final play. Let's see how this whole thing comes together to finally win the game. What's so great about this is how it lays out all the options side by side. You can see Dallas, not enough. Richmond, getting closer. That first Vegas flight, still short. And then bam, there it is, a clear winner that closes the entire gap. So here's the perfect play. They found a different flight to Las Vegas. It costs more, about $892. But because of that higher price, the base fare is higher, which means it earns more PQP. This single ticket gets them 793 PQP, which pushes their total over the line to 12,073. Goal achieved.
Okay, but wait a second. This brings up a really common question. You might be thinking, why not just book one of those cheaper flights, like the first Vegas one, and then just buy an upgrade to first class to make up the difference? And the answer is a hard no. This is one of the most critical rules of the game. Cash upgrades that you buy after you book your ticket, the airline sees those as ancillary fees, like paying for Wi-Fi or a checked bag. They do not earn you any PQP. None. So the key takeaway here, the thing you absolutely have to remember, is that earning status is all tied to the original ticket you buy. If you want more PQP, you have to book a higher fare class right from the start. You can't just upgrade it later to get the points. So if you ever find yourself chasing status like this, here's your strategy. 1. Know your exact goal. 2. Understand exactly how you earn points. Base fare equals PQP. 3. Analyze all your options to see which one is the most efficient. And 4, always remember that those extra fees like paid upgrades, they don't count. And that really leaves us with one final thought, right? What's the most you would be willing to spend to lock in a whole year of valuable perks? In this case, spending almost $900 secured thousands of dollars in value. When you're that close, how do you decide if it's really worth it? It's a tough call, but it's one every traveler has to make for themselves.